Bonsai! Okay, I would never normally do that, but because my buddies Darren and Brian said it would be funny to do so, I had to. And me being the personality I am totally a slave when it comes to comedy. And I will do anything for a laugh, especially when my friends put me up to it. But to the episode. Welcome to today's episode. Surprise, surprise, another Juniper and a what's a? I have no idea what this is. My wife got it for me, and it actually made two really nice bonsais. This one, and I believe you've seen it on my favorite shelves, but another little tiny, I think it qualifies as a shari. I'm saying that right. I need to go and look up my terms, but for 4 or 5 inch plant. If it's not, I will cut it down to be a small one. Just kidding. Only if it wants. But this one has got a really nice nabari. You can see that the erosion has the water has eroded away the until the wire is actually visible. But yeah, we'll just pull some of this away. So this is gonna have a really nice nabari in it. Look at that. Almost looks like a root over rock, but it's not. Anyways, given a couple of simple haircuts. Okay. Probably not simple, but this one should be simple. This one, like all the other junipers this year, might not be so simple. Let's see. This one doesn't really need that much done. But I do want to cut some of the thicker branches and get it a little bit more under control. This one is not very bushy, but we will see what happens next year with this trim. Maybe it will bud back a little bit and we can get it to be a little bit thicker. It's got some nice foliage. Very tiny leaves. Very tiny leaves. It does not get any bigger than that. So it's very similar to a juniper, but not. Just nip all the new growth. Again, I do not know what this is. Maybe someday somebody out there will tell me, hey, Joe, that is a Blasey Blas. But this one's definitely just going to be quick. It's definitely a deciduous. It doesn't have needles. They are definitely broadleaf, as tiny as they are. I mean, they make boxwood look huge. Okay. And then some of these back here do not want, because they just grow up and cross over wrong. And this one I want it to continue growing outward. It is a little bit back heavy. It does have a lot of good growth though. Definitely too many limbs on this little branch, but it's a good one. All right. Now It's got a lot of new growth coming out. A lot of new growth already. So I think that's this kind of like a little bald spot in here, and eventually that'll start growing out. Now the other little one I got, I might insert a picture here somewhere, maybe if I remember. It's like half the size. It's tiny and it's in a little blue pot. But yeah, one day I might actually try propagating those cuttings. Okay, now this one is gonna be fun. The reason why I'm doing this one is because the squirrels knocked it over, and I did place some wire on it earlier this year, and it is a semi-cascade. I think it wants to just continue up like that. I was planning on cutting this out and letting another branch take control down there. Although I do find them very pretty that way. They just not that feasible. Some of these nasty looking stuff. Try to get some pad development. That is the end of the wire. I do not want to cut that because these poor little scissors shears will not handle that. When I put this wire on earlier this year, these branches were not so fluffy. They were not bushy at all. This one actually is, I would say this wire was only on here for about 6 months. I did it back in, I want to say February, March. But again, it was not on there that long. And I have it wired to this one back here, which and when these things are so bushy, probably put that bonsai in the wrong place over there. Oh, where's... Oh. Crazy. Okay, yeah. Well, this one is going to be very much like the last little surprise I did. What's going on here? Oh, man. Okay. That definitely needs a trim. And I'm going to cut it way up here. There we go. Big branch. That was a lot longer than I thought. Look how open that got just with that one cut. Yeah, and this branch, see, flip it up. That branch goes down and around and spiral. Like, it's just very interesting. Look, I can even cut that whole branch off, and that itself would be a nice looking bonsai. But I love this cascade, semi-cascade. I always go for the bottom trash because pads growing up is better than pads growing down. Got a nice little elbow here and a little turn that I want to show off a little bit. So I will open that up a bit. Go back into here. This intersection, there's a nice little intersection down in here. What I want showing off. Mark my words, this thing will be just as bushy, if not more, come this time next year. Okay. Couple branches here that I want to start making into a pad. I want them to be different. And we're going into an elbow here, so I want to clear everything growing in the elbow away. Because it doesn't look right when you have maybe I should bring it down here. Show. Keep that nice little pad going on. Take out this brown area. That's starting to look really nice. Starting to get some nice pad separation going on. Question is, do I want this one out? I kind of like that. Got that pad. So see that? This will end up being, right now this is kind of a sparse looking pad. It's a little high. I'm going to go ahead and chop those down. Some would wire it and kind of pull them down. But this thing's going to grow out of control anyways, so let's go ahead and nip those. I just move a little further away as long as I have. Okay. So we got, now that pad looks a lot nicer. It will bush out a lot more come next year. But that's beautifully formed. This is a nice form pad right here. But now I've got to figure out how to close this one out. It's got a very nice triangle, but I need to stop it before it starts going out of control. Out of control. Kids are just out of control these days. That looks nice. Looks nicer. I'm wondering if I should just get rid of that one. Get rid of this. Maybe both. Yeah. I'll get rid of both. Bite the bullet. Actually ended up being a nice looking pad. I think I like that out and about. Yeah. It's a nice little round pad. I think it's gonna look very pretty come the springtime. Nice little bushy pad. Now, apparently I need to clean this up in here. That is too close to the elbow. Bye-bye. Oh, that opened her up a little bit more. Now I can clean up these branches. That one is kind of making a pad that I like, so that means I need to cut this one away. Alright. Clean up by the base of the branches. Kind of want that one to continue growing. It's got a nice little start. Just go away, but it definitely needs its lower part. Okay, it's a little out of place, but in the future, hopefully it'll grow out more like that as it gives a cascade. So yeah, this one, hopefully that one will grow and thicken up, but I do like this one's umbrella, so I'm not gonna be too picky about what's going on up here. Absolutely love that. Again, not everybody shares the same opinions, but I do need to get it under control because these are way too bushy. And I need to control some of the tips. so they don't continue stretching out. Good spot. Bring it over here more. So the guy who does my editing is a real weirdo. He likes picking on me, but that's why he's an unpaid intern. I promised him, you know, if I ever make money off of this someday, that he'd get paid, but we'll see if he even hears that in the while editing. Back here. Do not fall! Do not fall! Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit pickier about up here, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the toughness of getting down into these areas. Trying to differentiate the different pads. I'm super excited eventually to get to the point where I can actually be like, okay, which branches can I let grow together and become a nice looking pad, instead of trying to make pads out of particular single branches. But again, all this stuff comes with time and experience. Time I got for a little while. Experience I don't have, except for 4 years, and I'm sorry, but learning everything about bonsais in 4 years, not exactly possible. This needs to go because I'm going to be able to see this pad. Oh, there we go. Oh, open up. Oh. Take it back a little further. There we go. Because this is the back side of the plant. Got to cut all the underside. Eventually this will just blow up. It'll just explode with life again. And then I will have to give it another haircut. So, get rid of that. Junipers have a serious capability of budding back. Every time I cut them, I'm like, oh, I'm a little afraid. I don't want to cut that. And then the next year comes by and I'm like, oh man, I should have cut that. But now I'm not afraid to get in there and take things to another level of judgment on these things. But again, we have to be choosy about the pads. Oh yeah. Ooh, that one was hiding. That pad's starting to look nice. What do you think? That back pad just has a few things that are just wild and crazy. Juniper's gone wild. So this was also one of a twofer, and I don't know if you can see it, but right down in there, ooh, right down in there, that's where the other branch came off. That it was a split trunk, and that used to be down in the ground, so it was all rooted and split, and I turned it into two. Eventually that's going to end up as a gorgeous knot and cave and inclusion of some sort. So yeah, we got, this is the front, and so that, I think it's got a nice life to it. At some point maybe just that will look good. It is getting kind of a windswept look going, but so we got a nice pad up here. Look from afar. What about you? You see it? Can you see it past that? Just using two cameras. My backup cameras are GoPro 9s, and I asked long-haired juggernaut / boring channel what he used for his cameras, and he was using GoPros. I was like, oh, okay, I like the capability of those and how they display his long hair stuff. And so I actually sent him a message, and lo and behold, he actually got back to me and told me what he uses. So pretty cool guy. Appreciate it. Thank you, Juggernaut. All right, time to get some after pics, because I forgot to get some before pics. Darn it.